It looks like I'm dressed for a funeral right now. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Beverly. Today I want to specifically talk about the Tesla and the Apple stock. There's been a lot of buzz going on because these companies both announced a stock split. Now, if you're not familiar, a stock split is essentially, it makes stocks more readily available in the market. This is just an example of what a stock split is. This is a stock in a company and the stock is worth $100 and a company announces a 2-for-1 split. And so what that means is that they take the stock that they have and oh, that was not fair. I wanted this to be more in half, but it didn't work out that way. So essentially what they do is they split the stock in two, and now they have not just one share available, but now they have 2 shares available to give to individuals. But all that means is that just like they divided the stock in two, they also divided the price in two. So now each stock is worth $50. So now you can get a stock for cheaper, and it means that there is more stocks available out there. So that means for new users, if they want to get a stock, they can buy a stock for cheaper now and more stocks. And what that does is drive more people into wanting to purchase the stock because it is more available. The company gets more money because people are investing in it more because now the stock is cheaper. And hopefully that drives the stock price up again. It doesn't, and if you already own the stock, it doesn't harm you because what it does essentially is reallocates your stock. So instead of having one stock at $100, you now have 2 stocks at $50. So you still have your equal share and equity within the company. Now on August 31st, both Tesla and Apple announced that they would be having stock splits. Tesla had a 5-to-1 stock split and Apple had a 4-to-1 stock split. So an example of Tesla stock around the time was trending around $2,000. So when they announced their 5-to-1 stock split, essentially that $2,000 stock that you got was now divided by 5. And each stock became around $400. So now someone who wanted to invest in Tesla but the stock was $2,000 and wasn't sure about it, now can purchase the stock at $400. And if, for instance, that stock can grow back up to a $2,000 cap, that would be such a tremendous investment because then you would gain around $1,500 on that stock. And that's ideally the goal with stock splits, is that you split the stock so that it becomes more affordable to investors, and hopefully that individual stock grows in equity. And Apple did the same thing. They announced their 4-in-1 stock, and originally the stock was around $500, and then they announced a 4-in-1 stock split, so that stock ended up being around $125 to $130. And today I want to talk about if Apple and Tesla are good investments for you to add to your stock portfolio. So let's get into it. So first I wanted to talk about Tesla. Tesla is a tech company that creates and designs electric vehicles, and this company started in 2003, and their CEO is Elon Musk, who is a tech genius. Now this company is engaging in self-automated vehicles and also long-lasting battery life. Actually, I have a friend who was interested in the Tesla car, so we actually took a test drive of the Tesla vehicle, and I'm going to insert some clips of our test drive experience. So my personal thought on the car. I don't like the car, to be honest. The cheapest car is around $45K. Everything is super automated. Everything is basically functioned off of the little iPad looking screen. Me, I feel like I just like buttons and that it's electric power. If you want to actually, get fuel into the vehicle, you have to charge it for about 30 minutes. And I'm a person, sometimes I'll be riding in my car till about 2 miles. I feel like if you want a Tesla, you have to be responsible with your vehicle. Me, the car was just more about show than utility, and I just didn't feel like, for me, it was a car that I would actually want to purchase. And also, I didn't feel like the car was that smooth of a ride. I don't know if it's because we were beginners. I didn't feel like the car was that smooth of a ride, and it had a lot of bells and whistles that I felt like was very unnecessary.
A turn signal.
Oh, that's funny.
Press left.
So every time you turn, you can make a fart sound?
Yeah, boring fart. I'm so random.
Oh, that one sounded legit.
I feel like unless you're rich and you are responsible and you care about the environment, which you should care about the environment. If you're someone like me that just wants a nice, reliable car, I don't feel like a $45K in a Tesla is for me. I really wanted to see the Tesla, see all the hype about the Tesla car before I actually think about making it a stock investment. I'm a big person who believes in, if I'm going to invest in a company, is it a company that I would actually utilize? And after being in the vehicle and seeing that I actually wouldn't buy a Tesla, it did kind of pull me back to see, and I was like, is this an investment for me? Because at this time, I'm like, is this car just hype? There's also a lot of other things that I consider when it comes to this company. One, Elon Musk, tech genius, very innovative, and he's even looking into making the battery power more long last and other innovative things that not just in your cars but other utilizing source. So because he's such an innovative person, that made me consider, okay, also to future aspects. Even though I don't see myself purchasing an electric vehicle, I can see a lot of people using in the future, especially if it becomes more affordable and more user-friendly. I can see a lot of people purchasing a Tesla, and maybe getting on it at this early stage is a good thing when in the future a lot of people will be utilizing the Tesla vehicle. And number 3, growth. Tesla individually has seen so much growth in the last 10 years. Tesla's IPO, their initial public offering, was $17 when they first started. And then before the stock split, the stock was valued at $2,000. Tesla has seen such a tremendous growth and such rapid growth. And it's been so innovative and so eye-catching that it does make me consider what potential growth this stock can have. And these are some of the things I consider. And the company itself just has an excellent business model. Several analysts are projecting that this stock can grow to about 7K. And these are all things that I consider when I think of, do I want to invest in this particular stock? Now, the things that hold me back from investing in this stock is, one, like I said, I don't really like the car. But when I talk to other like-minded people, they also don't see themselves purchasing the vehicle. But there's a lot of people who are not like me, who love the vehicle, love its bells and whistles, and also I'm not a car person. So there's a lot of things that to me, it's not something that it's just not something I can see myself purchasing. It's kind of like, why would I want to invest in something that I do not believe in? Also, another hang up that I have about this car, the Tesla, is that it's a very volatile stock. And what volatility means is that it doesn't have a steady growth rate. Sometimes it's up $1,500 and sometimes in a couple of minutes it is down to $1,000, and it keeps on doing this fluctuation. And if you can't handle that, and if you are paranoid about your money going up and down like that, you kind of like either seeing steady growth, then Tesla stock is not the stock for you. If you are constantly checking that stock to see how it's doing, some days it may be growing and some days you'll be like, oh, everything, and then it would drop. If your heart can't take it, for your mindset, I would not invest in Tesla. Another thing about Tesla that worries me is that it is trendy right now. I believe if you are to invest in Tesla, this is a long-term stock. This is stock you purchase and you hold it for about 10 years. I don't recommend this stock being your day trade stock or your quick, I'm gonna put it in and maybe in a week, let's see what it is. Because you may win or you may lose, and you may lose big time because that volatility. If you're hoping that stock will gain like $200 in a week and it tanks about $600, that is so likely. And that is why I would not, if you purchase a Tesla stock, it has to be for the long term, because if you believe long-term longevity that this stock can be worth 7K, then you have to wait that 10 years. This is not a quick fix stock. And also another reason why I veer off of the Tesla stock is because I'm afraid that with it being so trendy and everyone talking about it and everyone wanting a Tesla, and it's having a lot of hype right now, everyone's, oh, I need Tesla, I need Tesla, I need Tesla. I'm worrying about the stock not living up to its hype. And this is similar to what happened to Bitcoin. What this effect is called, it's called the parabolic effect. Basically, everyone was into Bitcoin. Everyone's like, oh, you gotta get Bitcoin. Bitcoin was the hype around the time. And Bitcoin soared to about like almost 20K. You could have bought Bitcoin when it first came out around 300. It had that big spike, and then it has been steady around, now it's around, I believe, like 11, 12K. It has not reached to that 20K proportions. So imagine if you bought Bitcoin at its hype at 20K because you thought it was about to soar to about 40K, 50K. Everyone was gonna be in Bitcoin, and it did not. You lost a lot of money. And I'm worried with the projections, with the hype, with everything, that Tesla can veer off to that kind of stock where it has its hype, it has its reach, and then it drops and then it doesn't recover. And especially if we have those projections of 10 years being where we can see the max growth of 7K or 5K or whatever, that's a lot of time, and a lot of things can happen in that period. Corruption can happen in that period. Tesla is mainly ran off of one man, and that's Elon Musk. You're investing a lot of your money in his vision. So you have to hope that his vision reaches fulfillment. 2, competition. In that time span, what if another competitor comes out and wipes Tesla off the map and you invested a lot of your money into Tesla? And so for that reason, I am going to pass on the Tesla stock. And things can change, my capital can change, and if I feel like it's a risk that I want to take, then I will definitely come back and say I actually changed my mind. I think the Tesla stock is a great investment. But for me personally, it is not that I would invest in. And that's not to say you should invest in it. If you believe in the company, if you believe in the growth, and if you believe in the potential, and you have the capital, and you believe the stock is going to soar, invest in it, because it is your money and it's your decision. For me, at this current moment, it was not a buy. Now, Apple. On the opposite end, Apple, I have Apple products galore. I've always had an iPhone. I love Apple. I love the model. I've always loved the business model. And right now, with the stock being trading around $130 after the stock split, to me, it meets my qualifications. I believe in the company. I believe in the business model. There is competition, but there's not a lot of competition for Apple at the moment. And $130 is a value that I can personally afford for a number of stocks that I believe will grow. And that's why I am going to purchase some Apple stock. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some perspective on the Tesla and Apple stock and what is the buy for you. And remember, every choice you make when it comes to stock is individual. I can't sit here and tell you what not to buy, what to buy, because again, like I said, no one can really tell you what's going to be the next big thing, and no one can really tell you what's going to tank. All I really do is I look at the numbers, I go with my feelings. I always say, research the stock before you purchase it, and then go with your gut feeling. Do you see this company being profitable and successful in the future? And to me, that is the key strategy. And that's also the strategy that Warren Buffett talks about all the time. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be back with more videos just like this. Bye.